Welcome to What's in the Bag, where we give the voice to the voiceless and we let you say whatever is on your mind. My name is Marvina and I am your host.
Hey.
Good morning to all my early birds. Good morning. Good morning. We got a little echo going on here. We can't figure out why our echo won't go away. But good morning to all my early birds. I know y'all probably like, what she got going on again today? We got some good stuff going on today. I just want to let everyone know thank you for joining us again to What's in the Bag Early Morning Coffee with Marvina, where we give a voice to the voiceless and we let you say what is on your mind. We have moved. We have moved again. We have moved again. Let me introduce my co-host, my BFF, my friend, Yvonne. Oh, wait a minute, Yvonne. I forgot to tell him what I got in my cup. I'm so backwards today. It's just so much going on. Ain't it, girl? Well, today I got in my cup this new Dunkin'. Wait, what is it? Dunkin' Shop Blend. Good morning, Sissy. I got the Dunkin' Shop Blend again from Kroger's. That's kind of my favorite. But I got something different today. My daughter asked me to try this new delight. It's called Grinch Peppermint creamer in it, and it's some. I guess it's a Christmas thing. I don't know,
Is
but
it
let me tell
good?
you something. I think that's why they call it the Grinch because it don't taste peppermint or anything at all. It's a trick. That's probably why they got it the Grinch because no, it's okay, but it's not no
Oh, wow.
peppermint.
Okay.
It's just some of those. I guess it got chocolate taste to it, but I wouldn't say pepperminty taste. I would just say more of a chocolate taste, and it's dark. I don't like my coffee dark, but it's dark. Well, anyway, girl, I'm sorry. Hey, yeah, that's what's going on, baby girl.
Well, good morning. Good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. I am drinking. I went back to my 8 o'clock original blend coffee with a double shot of hazelnut. Got a big cup this morning. Temperature
Damn,
starting to drop. It's supposed to get cold today, so I just thought I'd stay warm and toasty. And it is
girl,
good.
yeah, you
Cheers.
better, cause it's getting there. It's slow and getting there. I started putting on my thermals already. I wear my uniforms. I always put something up under it. My family can contest to that because I don't like to be cold. I'm from the north though. I'm from New Jersey and it is cold. So why you think I came to the south? I didn't want to be sitting up there being cold. So I came to the south and I realized the south get cold too. I think I need to do a geographical change, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, anywho, thank y'all for joining us. We're gonna have a great conversation. Today is a current event. I really want to touch on, and I know it's crazy, but I've been thinking about this election. Let's just touch on it. We're not gonna make a big deal out of it, but I really want to talk a little bit about the election. Um, I'm just curious if anybody
Yeah.
was surprised about the results. I'm just really curious if there's someone out there who can tell me they were surprised. Hey Dada, hey Sissy Mooney and Mommy. If I just wanted to know if anyone really like we're in Georgia. I don't know the results in the other states. I really haven't got into it, but I was a um little I guess a little flustered more about the Georgia result. I guess because I really wasn't surprised.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised either. We talked about it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you was telling me something that was very crucial, but I just realized one thing. Stacey Abrams only migrated in certain parts. And when I looked at the stats on it and I looked at the map, it was all red. You know why? Because people knew Kim. No one knew Stacey. She was basically
Yeah.
staying in Georgia, even here in Douglasville. I didn't even see anyone have any of they have the signs they put inside of the yard. That wasn't no Stacey Abrams. I seen one and somebody took it down. So I'm saying to myself, how do you think somebody's supposed to support if they don't know you? How do you vote for somebody that you don't get out there? I just wanted to show. I don't know if you have anything to say, Vaughn, because I see you down there and you looking at the stacks. I guess.
Yeah. Give me a minute. I'm gonna log in from a different source because
Okay.
I've got such a lag side. So give me just a moment.
Okay. Well,
My
anyway,
my
I
my,
wanted
inter-
to
my
talk.
yeah, my internet is crappy.
Okay. I wanted to show the um how Stacey Abrams gave the congratulated uh um I'm sorry, Brian Kemp. I'm sorry, on this whole situation. But I just feel like she did not put in enough emphasis and effort into the situation where I would, yeah, I did. I took one for the crowd. I
There
did.
we go.
I voted for her. And I'm just gonna be honest. I voted her. I took one for. But
I did too.
yeah? Do I feel like she put enough into this? I don't think so.
No.
I think she was very distracted. I don't see.
Yeah. Yeah. You and I, we talked about, we spoke about that because being out in the community and driving around, I live in Carrollton and I saw one sign in Carrollton. And we have the University of West Georgia out here. And I'm saying to myself, we should have, there should be more of a presence. People, people identify and vote for what they see sometimes because everybody's not really into the politics of life. So
Right.
they see the signs and everything, and you see the commercials and all of that. Then people are more inclined to take and vote for their party, if you
Didn't even
will.
do too many commercials as far as I'm
No.
concerned. It was like, okay, let's get through this. The turnout was, I mean, I feel like it was okay, but and that all came from. And if you look at the map, I think I had a picture of the map. Whereas Kent, it was all red. It was, I put on my little red shirt. No, that ain't because I'm. But I'm just saying, for real, the
Traitor.
I ain't traded. I did. But I do know what Kemp is doing. I mean, down to, the point where we never heard anything else about the hospital going down, and we never heard, he's helping us out with the education, where he's helping the tuition situation, of course. He's doing a lot of stuff here or there. We know what he's doing. But for Stacey Abrams, she really didn't. She didn't. It was like she stayed in this one area. Even down when I seen my sister, I mean, I'm gonna say this: when she was out there helping them people, campaigning, telling them, to get the votes that you registered. It was in certain areas. They didn't come up here in Douglasville. We didn't. No one see these type of people. So how do you expect someone to vote for you if we don't know you? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
we're not in Walker. We heard a lot about Walker, and I was so shocked that they literally had that close. He, I get.
You know what my thoughts are on Herschel Walker and Senate, and I'm going to be nice and kind with my words on this, but I have said some things behind the scene that I stand behind very strongly. One, he was not a resident of Georgia. Herschel Walker has not been a resident of Georgia in I don't know how many years. They went and they sought him out and they brought him from Texas back to Georgia, which was his
home state where he grew up and went to school and of course went to big football star, and that's basically what people are voting for him on. And he was able to convince the people that his history of violence and abortions and all this other kind of stuff no longer matters because he is now a changed man, quote unquote. But ex-wives, ex-girlfriends, children,
I don't
they're
know
telling
has he
right,
changed?
they're painting a different picture,
Help?
but nobody's listening.
Did anybody help him? I mean, was this something that he got help for, or he just decided?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They went and got the most polar opposite person to run against Raphael Warnock. And what it did was expose cracks within our thought process and how we think. It's something that's been said about the Black community for a very, very long time, about how we focus, how we process, and how we take in what do you call it, what I who we admire, who we look up to. We have a tendency to look up to
It's
the
black people.
superstars, the Beyoncés, the Jay-Z's of the world.
Black people, though. I get what you're saying, but I mean,
Yeah.
he wasn't black, and he got here and there, and you got just because you're a movie star, Ronald Reagan, you got all these people out here that is Republican. He is Republican, just like I wish you put
Hmm.
your name. They said, period, Republicans. Yes. But yes, and yes, we brought in Walker, yes,
Yeah.
and all of these things, and now they're trying to get in the crack. Somebody,
And
I'm going to put this up
exactly,
here.
exactly. But they played to what what those stereotypes are, and some of us fell into it. And
Yes,
also, I'm gonna tell you something that people fail to realize: over 27% of the Black vote is Republican. That is when you go to the polls, that is a huge, huge number. And it becomes an even greater number because a lot of the Democrat votes do not show up. A lot of Democrats do not show up to the poll to vote.
and not
But
even just that. Listen to this. Now, I vote Republican. I'm rich. Most of Republicans got money. They stand behind Republicans. Their money. They look at their money. It ain't nothing wrong with the system, I'm not going to try to break it. Let me just go ahead on and continue to deal with the Republican. He seems to me that, I'm getting money, I'm keeping money. He's promising me stuff. So let's go ahead on. Then you got the Democrats. A lot of them are suffering. Some having issues. A lot of us Democrats out here are trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. A lot of us Democrats are standing behind each other because we feel that that's the right thing to do. A lot of you got to really think about why we're Democrats and why we are Republicans. I had to really think about it. I go to the polls, and I'm not even gonna lie. I go to the polls. This is not it. I'm sorry. I'm getting ready to shame the devil, Lord. I'm getting
I,
ready to
I
shame
did
the
it
devil,
too.
Lord.
I did it too.
I didn't give you thanks in the beginning. I'm giving you. It's not a by the way, but I'm just gonna shame the devil right here. I went to the polls and I looked at the thing and I was looking at these names to something. I said, "Oh, that's a good name, Democrat." I'm like, "Oh, that's a nice name for Democrat." Democrat, 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 Democrat. Don't know what they're about. I just know I'm a Democrat.
Well,
This Democrat could have had a history, but I just knew because he a Democrat.
Democrat.
I'm
And
going
I didn't do it based off of their name. I did it based off of the
to
party. But like what we talked about, I won't do that again. I
yeah,
won't do that again
yeah,
because I look at people like Herschel Walker that very well could become
right. They doing a
the
runoff.
next. Yeah, they very well could take the
He
Senate
was
seat
just this
from
much. He's
exactly.
much right there. That's why they could do then what they do in the
Yeah.
recount. Let's recount
And
because this ain't right.
And yeah, and America, the people, we had the people, I'm talking about everybody. We have a tendency of voting for the wrong people for all the wrong reasons and getting the wrong people in office.
Yep, and they get mad when they start acting a fool.
Yeah,
Like we didn't know they was already acting a fool. We knew their history before they got in,
yeah.
and then you start crying, get them out, get them out, get them out. That's what they. I ain't gonna lie. That's what they did with Trump. A lot of them voted for
And
him. All of a sudden, they realized he was doing all this crazy stuff. Man, I see songs.
They
I
they
see they
I'm gonna
had.
tell you something. They voted for him for what was that show he had? TV shows and Trump Towers and all of that without the background for it.
Without
And
the
I said,
psychological part of it, because you
and
know he
yeah, and if
wasn't right.
anybody remembers, I said if Trump gets voted in, if Trump becomes the president, he will run the United States as a corporate boardroom. He will not run it from a diplomatic perspective. It is going to be, and I'll tell you, I don't care.
That's what he
Anybody
got
that's in
to do.
corporate America know that the boardrooms are not is not on a diplomatic process. It is what it is, and it is the rich get richer. That's the type of setup that the corporate boardrooms are set up on, and that's how Trump went. That's how Trump
And
went
a
here
lot of
running it.
times when he was getting our votes, it would be from people that had money.
Yeah,
If I promise you more money, I'm gonna vote for you. You know, that's how they look at it. Even the values,
yeah,
your great grandkids could be affected by your vote from just what you did this time. But
that's real talk.
think
Yeah,
about
but that's real talk. That's real talk.
it.
That's real talk.
You don't know the effects just because you got a motive at this point and knowing that this is not correct, that this is not right. He's a thief. I mean, I'm just going to throw out some of the negativity stuff that I heard about. Not just the president, but the governor and all this stuff. He a womanizer. He's a thief. Also, he wants to kill people. He got guns. You hear all this stuff about these people, and then you say, okay, that's all right. I guess it didn't affect me, so I'm gonna go.
Exactly. Exactly. And then going back to, and then some other things. We heard about the sexual assaults, young girl, all of this other kind of stuff, and still we're like, oh, okay, that's the past. Okay, y'all keep up with that. You
I
you,
remember
you guys
once.
keep on with that.
I remember once upon a time you wasn't even been able to become a president if you wasn't a American citizen. How your wife gonna be from one place and you in another, and you gonna talk about you? It was so much value that we don't have none of those.
Yeah. And look at the things that they said about President Obama. Trump was the person, and there again, I want people to go back and think about what I said when Trump first came out saying that President Obama was not a citizen of the United States. I said he is going to call himself trying to run for he's going to run for president in a few years. I
And it
said that
was.
because
I
it had
remember,
nothing to do with it.
girl, please. Before that, the what was that cartoon? Bart Simpson. They had something about him, so it was always something in the grinds. We don't
They
know.
have, they have predicted they have predicted right. I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all want to know what's happening in the future? Y'all better watch The Simpsons.
Look at the Simpsons, because they sure predicted it. They predicted Trump.
Yeah,
They predicted Clinton wife. They did all of that. But
they sure did.
that
They sure did. I'm telling y'all better. So look, but going back to Stacey Abrams. I read an article in the New York Times, and they said that a lot of people did not vote for her this time because they felt that she was distracted, that she was not connecting with her voters at home, that she was more so concentrating on her goals outside of Georgia. And Marvina and I talked about it. I wonder how many of you guys feel that that's what was going on when you think about the political scope and everything, and how big this was. She should have been the next governor had she did the right things, because you think about it, the very first race, the first time that she ran for governor, you could not turn on the TV without seeing Stacey Abrams. You couldn't ride out in some of the
painted her whole picture. I went down to Georgia going to work, and they got her whole picture on a building. Her whole
yeah, you couldn't
picture
go
on
anywhere
a
without hearing about Stacey Abrams.
But now it was like I wasn't shocked. It wasn't a thing that I felt that her
Yeah,
mind was where she
I
wanted.
wasn't even sure she was running because remember I said to you, I said, "Girl, have you heard what's going on with Stacey Abrams?" I said the governor's race is going to be coming up soon. I wonder if she's going. I wonder if she's going to run.
Up.
We
It was
should have never, right? We should have never had to worry, wonder about those things.
mhm.
She was very prominent in getting people out to the polls to vote and flip the state from red to blue. And we heard about it. She was moving. But then all of a sudden, shoot, she had Oprah Winfrey on the campaign trail. How many of you
Yeah,
guys
how
do
many
that?
stars on the campaign trail? Even
Right.
Tyler Perry.
But
I
we
don't
didn't, but we,
understand why we
yeah,
didn't use those people.
we
We did.
didn't.
That should have been. We should have been on. In them, you know how you had. Remember a long time ago when they used to do campaign and they be in cars beeping down the streets and having a.
Nothing.
Remember that?
Yes.
They used to
I remember.
have parades. Like
Yeah.
now, you don't even see them. Everything's
You
televised.
saw you saw Governor Kemp. You saw his wife. You saw I only saw two things. She had a on the what was that, the Sunday before, no, Monday before the election on Tuesday, they did a short segment on Channel 2 News, and it was with her parents, her grandparents.
That was the end of it, but that's the
That
end.
Yeah.
I just don't. Okay, but like I said, I didn't want to speak all day on this because I realized one thing: whoever was supposed to be in there is in there, and that was Kemp. He's back in
Yeah.
the office. Normally, sometimes our terms are more than just the terms. Once we get elected, I know presidents
Yeah.
normally do 2 terms, so we'll see how this goes. Um, it can you can either let it bother you or not because I
Yeah.
don't think anything's gonna change. It's gonna be what
And,
it
let-
is.
and let me say this, people. Just because Governor Kemp has been reelected for another term does not mean that the political fight or the political knowingness and knowledge base is over. There are things that's happening in our state on a daily basis that you can write to your governor. You can become informed in various community events, become a community activist. You can go to the state capitol and voice your opinion. You can fill out forms. It's so much that can be done to help keep your knowledge base up about what's happening in your state, what's going on.
Or you could
Because
come to me and ask me to find out for you, and I'll put it on what's in the bag because I
there,
surely
there you go. There you go.
I will
Yeah.
find out what's going on. You won't know? I find
That's
out.
it. Yeah, we have to stay knowledgeable. We have to stay informed.
Awareness. But guess what, y'all? You know what I'm excited about? And this is why I got on my red shirt. It's almost time for Christmas. I know everybody like Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. Yeah, okay. I like Thanksgiving. We're gonna eat. We're gonna eat. We're gonna get together and we're gonna eat. But I love me some Christmas. Is it
Happy holidays.
it's the gifts. It's nice too. Good morning. Is it the lightings and the beautifulness? Yes, I like that too.
Yeah.
Is it I love this time of day because sometimes it seems like people this time of the year people are more cheerful.
Yes.
But I do have a question to all of you who's watching, and I mean be honest. Do you feel that people are in like the holiday spirit? To me, what when you used to this time of the year, you used to hear people saying, and Yvonne, we spoke about this. Happy holidays. You don't really hear anybody saying that anymore. It's
I
like
I
it's
listen,
wrong.
I was so upset the other because I'm gonna tell you something. It's like for me, November the 1st, an alarm goes off. Ding 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 ding. Happy holidays.
Holiday
Happy
time.
holidays.
Why is everybody so stuck? I don't even see. It seems to me like we are stuck in COVID. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
nobody have love and it gradually you'll see it on TV where somebody helps somebody else. But what happened to Happy Holidays or Merry
Yeah.
Christmas or
We
none of that?
we've got to move forward, people. 2019 and 2020 are gone.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that we can do to change the loss that we had that because we all, I know me personally, I know Marvina personally, and I know the world. We all had tremendous loss. But now it's time for us to become that phoenix and rise from the ashes. And we've got to start living again. We
Yes.
have to start living again. And this is one of the best ways to start, to start doing so.
Yes.
I'm praying for world peace, all that kind of stuff. I'm hoping
Start
that
saying
they
it.
put stuff on hold. Shoot, I'm ready.
Put it in your vocabulary. Start smiling to some of these people. Start saying happy holiday to these people. Start making, joyful noise. It's starting to get really, really sad around here. And I
Yeah.
love Christmas. I love to
All of my
hear.
work emails. I'm the only one. All of my work emails. Look, I can actually have to kind of be firm with somebody in the email. Then at the bottom, I say "Happy Holidays."
Yes, I mean, it's just, and you never know who you cheering up at this time. There's
That's
a
right.
lot going on. And I was sitting here trying to figure out, okay, now this year, all my children are grown. I mean, beef is $20, a turkey is $40. Who that? I don't know what that means, but what pounds of ground beef is $20? A turkey is $40 plus. What do you mean? Who is saying this? I don't got a clue.
And
Maybe you talk
you know,
about
and so what? They're basically saying that the food is more expensive. Let me tell you something. Something is always more expensive than it was last year, but that should not stop your holiday cheer. That should not stop your joy. They sell half turkeys. Get you a leg or something. Get whatever, and it doesn't have to be your traditional food. How many of you guys are going to have like a non-traditional type dinner for Thanksgiving?
And I mean, I don't even remember turkeys being that much and being too little because, everybody's giving, a lot of people are giving away turkeys,
Yeah.
And so, go to your local church. Ron, is that me? How did you just say him?
Hey, sissy.
I'm embarrassed.
Now she should be having a big old Thanksgiving
You
dinner over
gotta
there.
have a big Thanksgiving dinner. She
Miss
become a
Miss Homeowner. I see
yes,
you, girl.
this is Di. You guys might feel that way, but everybody not there. I understand. I
I understand. We're just saying it from a joy
yes,
perspective. That's trust what I'm saying. We've all been there where
yes,
prices are too high
yes.
for us, but it's
We
it's
ain't
it's
gonna
a joy
get down
thing.
here. Let me say something, and I get it. I'm not here to tell anybody what's in their bags and how things supposed to be. I'm here to give my joy, my peace, and what I feel, because yeah, food, everything is going up. I mean, so because it's going up, we can't stay down. We got to come up.
Exactly,
We got to
exactly.
start looking at it. We got to flip this. It's just,
You
you
gotta
know,
flip it.
we got to flip this. We got to look at it. A lot of people are affected by this year. I can dig it. Yeah, you're right. Everybody has a
Yeah,
problem where, and money's always, it's normally the key issue. And now it's food and all this stuff like that. But we got to try something different.
yeah.
I'm serious.
And let me say this: we mean no disrespect to anyone. We truly do not. I'm gonna tell you something. If you guys were out in public with us sometimes, we run across stuff. We will be in places and just bust out laughing because of how ridiculously priced things are. And we do talk about it, and we are serious about that. But at some point in time, you have to be willing to allow some joy into your life and be able to laugh at some of those things to get through. If not, people are gonna be stressed the hell out all the
We
time.
all the time. And I mean, I can't, I got testimonies today. I mean, just because you
The
might
saving
feel
testimonies,
like I'm
girl.
just sitting around feeling this way, I had to flip it. I had to flip it. And even the negative part about it, I had to flip that because there's a blessing and a lesson in everything. Now, maybe
Yes.
you got to learn to save a little more coins. Now you might need to start couponing, or maybe you
Good
now.
morning, Cuzzo.
Yeah,
Nice
good
to join us.
morning. You may have to do something different. I don't know,
Exactly.
but we just like my sister said, it's about family and love. Food is added. I don't
Exactly.
run around around here and get you a half a turkey and some green beans and whatever can. I don't know, but everybody chip in like my family do. We all get piece. You know,
We chip in, yeah.
we chip in.
Everybody bring a dish.
And let me say this: if you don't know how to cook the food, don't say you're gonna bring it. And let's stop everybody running around here talking about they're gonna bring the plastic forks and cups. We need somebody to start bringing. And if your
And
macaroni and
stop
cheese
making potato salad with raisins.
and if your macaroni and cheese is too watery, that means it's not cooked all the way through. And just let me give you gonna get some pointers, some
Right.
tasty pointers. Let me just go.
Dice look. Dice your vegetables up and things of that nature that's going into your dressing. Don't sit up there with a half a celery stalk sitting in your dressing. Come on, people. Come
And,
on. Don't
and you
don't do
say
that.
and you say you bring in the collard greens, don't get the glory con and put them. Everybody know what the glory con tastes like. We
Oh
got.
my God.
I ain't saying that you can't, but I'm just saying, we want some real collard greens. They just as cheap. All you gotta do is get some net boss, season them up, and chop it up, and put them in the pot.
Yeah, yeah.
So we just want to make some jokes, but we get it. Believe it or
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
we do.
yeah,
I know I do.
yeah.
It's not a thing that I feel that every day. Sometimes you're like, where is it coming from? But it says in the Bible, the birds don't worry about what they eat and sleep. So why should we worry about
I'm
it? And,
gonna tell you something. We got trust and faith. We believe.
and I'm
Woo,
just
I
saying
don't
this.
think y'all
I'm sorry to cut
understand.
you. I'm sorry to cut you, but you got to look at some things on where you've been, where you're at, and put things in perspective. I could go
And
back and
that
say,
is what
yes,
gratefulness is.
that's
And
what
that is what
that's
Thanksgiving
what
is all about. Your
that's what
gratefulness and
it
your
is.
thankfulness. Come on
Christmas
now.
too, Christmas too,
Yeah,
Thanksgiving,
yeah.
all of these, these things where we family getting together. We always should be grateful to God that whatever our circumstances is. I mean, we
Yeah.
can choose them. We got to be grateful for
And do what you can with what's in your pockets. Don't go out here and get in let me say this, extreme debt, extra debt, things that you wouldn't ordinarily do because you want to do something. It's so much that can be done with what you have. All it takes is a clear mind and a
a
clean
list.
a clean heart and
Write
just
down a list. Write your stuff
imagination.
down. Write your list down. Make it. There's a whole lot of ways that we could do it. Now, if you having problems with food, I was told that my church, Word of Faith Love Center, is giving out turkeys and stuff. First come, first serve. But they said go on the website and you can go ahead on and register. So
Yeah,
maybe you get a turkey, or if somebody they give you a coupon for a turkey, the turkey might
it's
serve
a
you
lot of it's a lot of places.
yeah,
Yeah.
they take $30 and you only got to pay 10. There's ways of Good Samaritan. There's ways of getting food. It's just a matter of
Just
which
some yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Joy to the
I even
world.
saw on the news, what is that? And I can't remember the name. They did it last year, but they're giving away 40-pound boxes of chicken, $10 a box
Mm,
again. But I
mm.
cannot remember
How you gonna tell
where is
us?
it. You have to go online. Yes, it was on the news. I came in on the end
I
of
go
it.
to the news and look for free boxes of food.
$10 box of
Not a box of
$10
food.
for 40 pounds of chicken.
You can sponsor that family who's having. Yes, I love that.
Yes,
Yes,
I like that.
baby, I love.
Love that, cousin.
Having a hard time this Thanksgiving season, definitely. Thank
This is
you.
look, Libby is my cousin from California. So you guys know what time it's. So she's up at 6:30 in the morning joining us
Love
today.
it.
And Libby, I love
Love
you and
it.
I
Thank you,
appreciate you joining us
Livy.
today.
Thank you, cuz. I love it.
And
Yes,
I
you
like
can.
that
That's
sponsoring the
right.
family.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's right. You can sponsor a family. I mean, a lot of people do need help. And the only way we'll know if you need help if you reach out. We don't know who
that's
needs.
it.
We
That's
don't
it.
know. We don't know what your plans are, but we just know that there's help out here. Love
It
you
is.
back. Oh.
And let me say this. You know, I challenge everybody. If you are in need, if you're in need and you need some help, reach out to us on our Facebook platform. Reach out to us on Instagram. You can DM us. Send us a if you want to send us a private message.
Yeah,
If some people are okay with
let's
saying
work.
just putting it out there. Hey, I need help,
Let's
and let us
work.
reach out. Yeah, reach out to our viewers and say,
Yeah, we
hey,
can find out because we want to
yeah,
help. That's what's in the bag for. We're here to help. We giving not only we want to warn off what the things that's going on, but if we can help in any kind of way, that's what we're here for.
yeah.
We're trying to grow this where if there's anything that you want us to talk about, anything you need to share with us,
Hmm.
reach out. Reach out. That's what we're
Yeah.
for. I have a question
And
to ask everybody. I'm sorry.
wait,
You
hold
ready?
on 1 second before I forget. And to flip that, if you know of any organizations out there that is helping people, please go on our Facebook page and post it
Post
so
it.
that people are aware. And because sometimes we just don't know that there are events going on or organizations that will help. But use our platform. Let's make this a true season of giving by giving and sharing knowledge.
Get that's and the best gift is knowledge.
That's it. Yes,
And
ma'am. I'm sorry I had to cut y'all. Go ahead now.
no, you did because that was a great. You did well. Thank you. Appreciate you. We there. Your eyes. We your eyes. Girl. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have a question to ask. This is a real honest question. They say during the Christmas season, what do you give a person that has everything? But my question is not. My question is, what do you give a person who doesn't play? Okay, let me say this. My grandkids, okay, I give them toys. You always give kids toys.
Mm-hmm.
But I realize that kids really not playing with toys anymore. My grandchild, we relocated and we had buckets of toys. So we took the toys to Value Village because no one was playing with the toys. Okay. So I hope and pray that these toys is gifted to people because I'm gonna tell you a lot of the stuff wasn't even out of the packages. She don't like playing with toys. So, but she plays with these electronics. That's the phone and the tablet and the TV. And I feel like these things are kind of taken away from the imaginations of our children. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we play with dolls, and I used to think that we learned to play with dolls to learn to become great parents. I thought that
Mm.
back then when you had the boys learning how to ride the trucks and the cars to become great men. You know what I'm saying? To provide for the household. Now we have electronics. So what do you give these children who just don't play with toys? All their minds is electronics. And I know you can give them clothes all day long. Yes, I get that. Give them clothes. They wear the clothes and they throw those in the closet too. They don't eat. As long as they get their 1 or 2 wear out of them, they don't even. What? Good morning, Nat. Can
Good
someone
morning.
give me and hello, Vicky? Someone give me. I'm really serious. What do you give a child that
The,
doesn't?
ooh, it's a good one. The gift for me, it was the gift of outside excitement. And what I mean by that, when video games really started hitting the market, what was the Sony PlayStation and all this other kind of stuff. My kids, they got consumed. I could not. I couldn't get them to do anything else. So the first thing we did was start limiting the amount of time, and then I started finding activities outside, from ice skating to roller skate, different things to just get them out the house because we never, we didn't have those type of video games and stuff like that.
Well, I
We
get that. I get that, but I'm not the one that want to take them ice skating and stuff. So I'm not gonna
No, I'm
buy
just
them.
saying it's just
I'm
just an
just giving
idea,
the idea.
different things. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, okay, so I'll get that to the parents if they want to take them to the movies and stuff like that. That's a great gift. But
Yeah,
what
I mean like activity.
activity? what
Yeah,
people
like
really,
activity.
kids are not into the toy stuff. And I've seen, my grandbaby like this stuffed animal called Kissy Missy. And I don't know if y'all ever know what Kissy Missy. So if you go back and look at her her
Woo.
her kids corner, she always had this funny monster with these teeth that
Teeth.
look, I never, and she looks so scary.
And she
But
gets
that's
so upset with me.
yes, when you
I
say
don't like that thing.
but that's the type of toy that she will carry around. But I
Mm-hmm.
brought her Baby Alive. I brought her that doll that you dress up that got the beautiful clothes and has all. I done brought her the
Mm-hmm.
doll that you put on the a scooter. I done brought her a camera. I done brought her. I mean, loads of stuff.
But though, but she's a lot like you. She's very inquisitive. Like last night when we were in the car going to get something to eat, she brought up that octopus. And she said she named it Octobobby or Octobaba or something like that. She said her for her, it is all about her imagination. And she likes like you said, not the traditional toys. She likes the stuffed animals, the and it has to be some type of creature based. If it's some unicorn, from unicorns to octopuses to the kissy missies and things of that nature. And I've never met a little person before that is just so in tune with herself that she could care less about anybody else being around. She is going to, and look, and that's one of the things that led to Kids Corner. She is just so in tune with who she is. She will go and she will crawl up under. I went back and I found a picture where she was in my bedroom and she had went into the hutch and was just looking for her. She's sitting down there just looking at her little thing and enjoying her life. She would go into the closet and just disappear from everybody. She's at home, and just but her mind is just
But
amazing.
I feel like into this point, the point that I'm trying to get across is, just children now, they don't. Because when I was a kid, I played with toys. I think I played with toys till I about 16. And my mom can, vouch for. I was never a young lady who didn't like toys. Yes, I love toys. Okay, somebody said something. I want to hear. Hope I can get all of it. It says spending quality time with a home, watching movie, eating popcorn, playing games, listening to the children. Sometimes the material things are not important, especially if
Yeah,
parents are always away from home. Children just appreciate quality time.
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. And I can say this. Marvin and I, she spent a lot of quality time with her kids. I spent a lot of quality time with mine. She now spends a lot of quality time with her grandbabies, and I spend a lot of quality time with mine. And what you're saying is so true. When my grandbabies come here, the first thing they say to me is, "Come on, Gma, let's watch." They want to watch movies. We play games. We'll be out at the stores, and you think, and that's why I say it goes back to like what Marvina was saying. What are some things that you're doing with your kids to get them out of the video games and the electronics when
I
we're
just
out and
want a
about?
gift.
Yeah,
I just want to know a great gift. That
a
it.
box. Let me say this. That song keep comes in my head that tell it starts off tales as old as time. And you think about this. I'm pretty sure everybody on here has given their child a gift and they open it up and they played with the box and the paper
Yep,
versus the gift.
yep.
My dad, he did that with my oldest nephew with Jab. He literally wrapped up two boxes and had him to, and he played with those boxes all day. And he did it to prove a point because we had spent so much money. That's when Transformers was everything. We
Right,
had spent so much money on this. My dad said he is not playing. He said, "Let me show you guys something." And that's what he did. He played with those boxes. Then he took another box and was sliding down the hill with it. Didn't
right.
he want the skateboard? And I don't know what it is. I have no idea. But I see kids do that.
And I guess you got to really look at what they're interested in and kind of play off of that because we as adults, we want our kids to have so much nice stuff. Like I said, I spent a lot of money on toys. And I think the toys was more for me because I played with them after they came. And that was the most playing they really got because I played with it when I took them out the box. I was literally enjoying feeding the dolls. I
Well,
did.
you know what? Well, that brings up a great question. You said that we want our kids to have everything. So, how many of us are truly listening to our kids and getting them what they want versus what we want them to have? Because I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. And I know you and I, we were out shopping one day and we were like, oh, I think so and so like this. Oh, I think so and so like that. And we just getting it, not even knowing if they would truly want it or not. So are we truly listening to our kids and getting them what they, what they ask for? My nephew said something to me last night that's going to be graduating soon. And he said, yeah, I'm putting together my Christmas list and this is what I want. I said, that's what you want for Christmas? I said, why not wait until after you graduate? And he said, why not now? So he popped some knowledge into my head. I'm thinking one way because he getting ready to graduate, but he's thinking another way. And I said to myself, dang, it really boils down to him. That's what he wants, not what I want him to have. What I want him to have, he don't even like.
And this you Facebook you said I like the segments when children are baking cookies, arts and crafts. I would ask the children what they want. They will help you with your future. Yeah, they will.
Yeah,
I've been asking. Believe me, I've been
yeah,
asking. Not like this one right here. Wait, let me see. Spending quality time with the home, watching.
we
Then
yeah we read that one.
this one was another one I just seen come up. Let me see. Is it this one? Okay,
Playing board games, yeah,
together. This always helped us communicate with one another and bring love, fellowship, one another.
yes.
Scrabble, Monopoly, Life, the helps
You
the
talking all my games, yes.
who they are playing with. That's those gifts that keep on giving because be
Yeah,
honest with you, we get to do that not just for Christmas. So I
we
got
family game
I,
night. Yeah.
I literally put up a whole projector screen for us to sit down and we do all that type of stuff anyway.
Oh
So
no, we
yeah,
make stuff. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. Kids Corner is just the icing on the cake, and you guys are gonna get a chance to see a lot of the things that we do with the kids. One of the things I'm excited about, and I can't wait to get a chance to do it again, is the string art. Remember we did that with the balloons
yes,
and the string art and everything. We've done so many things with our kids over the years that
mhm,
you guys would just be amazed. And so many different things we did really touched them that they took into their adulthood. And they
mhm,
come back and say things to us about those things that we did together. So we know that we made a great impact.
mhm.
And when we look back, it's just
We did
amazing.
like movie karaoke, roasted marshmallows. I do s'mores. I used to do s'mores with my kids all the time. Right towards Christmas time, we would do s'mores. We do movies. Every year
Yeah.
I used to bring also, now I don't have to, but I used to bring the TV down and we would watch Christmas movies all the way up to Christmas. It
Put the
was
tent up in the backyard. Remember that?
Yep. Sitting up in the backyard, doing activities with my kids. They are not, believe it or not, it's nothing new for them. I make
It's,
sure we do. Even when
yeah.
I used to post them on Facebook, y'all, those things,
Yeah.
vision boards, vision boards. Wait,
We have done what was that? Pumpkin carve. We had pumpkin carving contests for the kids for several years in a row. And some of them, some of them are adults now. And heck, two of the youngest people are now 17. They'll be graduating.
yep,
And
memories
yeah,
coming up on that. Vision board. What kind of vision board? I mean, I'm trying to figure out that one. You give me what you mean by vision board. You write that up there. I hope it don't be a book, but tell me what you mean about a vision board. Cause I know what type of vision boards I do.
yeah.
And normally there's stuff that basically I want long term or short term. Normally it's stuff that I'm asking God to bless me for, things that I see my future. I know what a vision board is, but is this something that you're telling us to do with the children? Or even I remember, good morning,
Good
Nancy.
morning,
I remember once upon
Nancy. Good morning.
we used to cut out stuff out of the
Yeah, we
uh
we we've done that with the kids.
but
Yeah,
yeah, but thing is we hardly get magazines anymore. My magazines are kind of played out now. we trying to, it's so hard to get them now. Even if you get them, you paying about $10 for a magazine, and then once you get it, you don't want anybody cutting the pictures out of it because it costs too much.
I went to get a magazine the other day, and it was $10. I said, "What the what?" I said, "That's all right. That's all right." I'll try
Yes.
and look it up online.
They said they wrote it up here below. Let me see if I can find it. You can sponsor it. Okay, let me see if I can find it. See, now you're trying to make me look for it. So I
Somebody said we
wrote
get
it
a
up
new Monopoly
above.
game every year. You
Yes,
know what? I literally I have two Monopoly, no three, because I have a junior Monopoly for
you
my
just got
for the
one.
smaller
Remember?
grandbaby, and I just got another one, and I can't wait. I'm that person. Nobody wants to play games with me except for my grandbaby.
It takes too long. I didn't want to hurry that thing up. It's just,
But
I
I'm
ain't
that
ready.
person. I love games and stuff. I love games and stuff.
I like games, but
Yeah. You like backgammon?
I like it. But how often do you see me? Oh, let's backgammon, or let's. I'm, I'm a weird person. I ain't never
No.
been into.
You know what? You are a very creative person. So you're that type of person. Because some of the arts and crafts that we've done, I would have never thought to do those things. And let me tell you guys about her arts and crafts. Her arts and crafts spills into the holidays and
Yay.
turns into a beautiful event.
I
We
love
have had Easter where I kid you not, she said, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a big old rabbit and it's going to walk through the house." And I kept saying, "How in the world is she going to do that?" Let me tell you what she did, guys. She literally had it looking like the rabbit had entered into the house from one door. She had footprints of the rabbit going down the hallway, and then the back of the rabbit exiting the door. Never saw anything like it before. But once she put it all together, it was absolutely amazing.
love
From arts and
Halloween.
games, yeah, she put games and everything out in there. Things I
Haunted
would have never
houses.
associated
Oh,
with Easter.
Halloween. How about
Oh my
Halloween?
God.
My stepdad still talk about Halloween. He said,
I'm gonna
I
tell you
just
something.
I
That
love good stuff.
I've
Yeah.
never seen somebody turn a garage, a two-car garage, mind you, into a five-space haunted house that was terrifying people, literally terrifying people. We had a dead body in the driveway that looked like a crime scene. And I mean, she had
Walk
people.
through.
Wait a
People
minute, she
doing
had a
little
car
flying,
in
and
the
I
and she
had
had a
never
car
seen
in the garage. So let me say this. So we only had like half of a garage to work with. But in that car, she had bodies. When I tell you, her imagine, and sometimes I'm sitting there and I'm BFF, I'm ride or die. And she'll say, in the beginning, when she said, "Well, I don't want to do this, that, and the third," I'm like, "Girl, please, that's not gonna make it." And when she put it together, I said, "Girl, I didn't even." So now when she's telling me she wants to do something, I'm like, okay, she said, "You don't see it yet, do you?" I said, "No." I said, "But I'm down. What do I need to do? What can I help you with? Because I know when it
me.
comes
I'm a
together."
crafty person. I like to put stuff together. I'm a very crafty. But there's some people that like to sit around and do movies, and then there's some people that like to sit around and do games. That's just that's who we are. You love the
Yeah.
game, so I just allow y'all to play the game situation. But I'm still looking for that gift, y'all. Somebody tell me, what would you give a child? I'm still okay. All the crafts and stuff. I see everything y'all say. It's okay. I'm good with it. But
What would you give a child that has everything?
she really don't. It's not that she have everything. She's not interested in a lot of stuff. So I guess it's more or less trying to find out what she's interested in, because
Just,
most of the stuff is
yeah,
electronics.
just
It's missy
just
missy.
ask the question.
Yes, I am.
Just
Who said I'm
yeah.
very creative?
Look,
Mommy, my mama said, "That's my precious, beautiful daughter, Vina." That's when I'm not what she call it, what she said I was doing. That's when I'm not nagging. No, it's not the word nagging. What she said I be she said,
so
go ahead.
somebody said, let me see, can I put this up here? I don't know. Can you maybe you can on your side? She said somebody said kids can really get creative with vision boards. What do they want to be when you grow up? What college do you want to attend? Where do you want to live? What kind of house do you want to live and car do you want to drive? Kids have wonderful imagination. Yes,
I like
they
that.
do, and I am down for the vision boards because I can honestly say my daughter she started doing vision boards in the 5th grade, and when I tell you, Marvina can attest to this, she is living her life. She did not deviate from her vision board, and when I tell you that everything on that board has come to pass, I couldn't even, and now I have a grandson that's doing the same thing. And then we going back to your gift,
I'm
my one of my youngest grandsons told me, he said, Jima, I just want baseballs and baseball gloves. And I said, well, you just got that during the summer and for your birthday. He said, but that's what I want. So, listening to the kids and find, just, we try to go for the element of surprise because of the history of Santa Claus and all of this. That's all I can say is, ask, just ask them, say, hey, what do you want? What do you want for Christmas? And we have to get out of self. We have to get out of self.
I'm at. That's where I'm at because
Yeah.
I'm not throwing no more money. Your mother said that you are very creative. Yes, I am. I am creative. I was trying to figure it out before we start. I mean, it's almost the end of November. I wanted some help. Somebody help me and let me know what to get my baby. Tell my son she creative. Y'all know I'm creative, but I still not creative enough to know what I'm gonna get.
You
Well,
know,
I think you know something, Yvonne. I think what we need to do is get this store going because
yes,
there's creative
yes,
there.
yes,
I know it would be some great gifts not only for my baby but for some of y'all out there. I said this before, and I'm getting ready to say it again. We're getting ready to open up a store. Basically, We're starting a what's in a bag store. And what's so great about this store is you can make whatever t-shirts, whatever socks, whatever cups, hats, whatever you want to put what's in the bag on, and you can customize it. So it
yes,
fit you. If you
yes.
want a shirt and somebody asks you what's in your bag, and right now you saying you a mom, my mama. If you wanted somebody to say what's in you can customize. You're gonna be able
You'll be able to customize it.
up.
Yes.
It's gonna say what's in your bag, and you can put whatever you want on it, even if it's a curse word. Nobody gotta know.
Look, see how she hold your mug up again, V. Right there, where it says "What's in the bag?" People say, "What's in the bag?" You turn that mug around.
And you instead of the voice to the voiceless, you can put whatever you want.
Ever you want to, so you'll be able to customize
Whatever.
it.
We get ready to take this to a whole nother level. I really want y'all to see. Ask people now. Ask a lot of people and give them what's in your bag, and
Mm-hmm.
see what their answer is. Start asking that question. I am. What's in your bag, y'all? What's in your bag? What's in
Mm-hmm.
What's in your bag? I'm excited about this new
Yeah.
year. We get ready to go on. I'm hoping and praying for some support. Of course, we need some. Let's see what this says. Somebody said this is so true, Yvonne. You'd be surprised what will be manifest when you go back to the board and see how things on the board comes to pass. I
Yeah.
love.
Yeah. And I can say this about Sorority. She was on our segment last week. My niece, she
Yep.
had her birthday and everything, and she's
Yep.
another one. She had her vision board up, baby, and let me tell you, everything she had on her vision board came to pass.
Yeah, she can tell you.
Everything. She
Yeah.
sure can.
I can tell you my vision board, everything came to pass. I'm being
Yeah.
honest with you. It's just a matter of asking and receiving and watching it manifest.
You
Basically,
better say it. You
say
better
what
say it.
you want. Yes.
And your outlook, because I'm one of those people, some people say, "Ooh, that glass is half empty." No, ma'am, it's half full. I only have a little ways to go.
I had to learn.
That's how I look at things.
I have
I'm
to
one of the most
still
positive people you'll ever meet. I'm
I
a
have
flip
to
it for
still
you.
learn that. I look at it and be like, okay, man, this coffee is I see. I don't see the full part. I see the empty part. So I think I need to come and replenish it. But that's my BFF. She's one that'll see it already full. Like you need to drink that up. You get
Yeah,
some more later.
yeah.
It's still enough for
It's
the
yeah.
for what is needed at this moment.
It's about how you look at things.
Yes,
I
yes.
thought about something. I remember one day, you and I, we it was just some things going on, and we needed peace of mind, and we went to the lake. Remember that lake down there? And I told you, I said, look at the water, and tell me what you see. And she said, muddy, dirty, this, that, and the third. I said, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and look again. And then she saw all the beauty that it has. Sometimes you just gotta take and relook at something, and I've learned that through her. Especially when it comes to doing the best that you can with what you have and turning it into something wonderful and something great.
Exactly. Well, I'm a visual person anyway. I can see stuff in my mind. It's just like I can look at something and see it in
I
my mind.
can't see it, but she,
I
woo,
see it, and it's like it sometimes it's powerful because once it's there, it's stuck there, and I'll just go
yeah,
for it, and it comes
yeah.
out to where I'm like, Lord, you done showed me this before. God sometimes let you go on a process, and then you be like, don't know. He don't give you the reasons why the process is going, but he go ahead on and tell it to you, and you get it in your mindset, and then you release it, and then you be like, man, that was it. That's why. That,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that is why.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's amazing. It
Yes.
is amazing.
I like what this person said. Go ahead, Vaughn.
It's a blessing to have mentorship in your adolescent year. Giving a child visions at a young age, preparing children for their future is priceless. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just as simple as spending that quality time
Mm-hmm.
and stepping away. The electronics. It's I don't know. Where do we go? And
We had our own electronics. We had the gigapets. We had it
yeah,
came it was stuff.
but
I'm
but
telling
it
you,
wasn't. But it wasn't to where you and I we were out. I think we had took the kids out to get something to eat. And everybody around us, we laughing and joking, and Leilani was talking to the waitress and all this other kind of stuff. But everybody else around us was like this
that's all we
in
do.
their phones. They weren't communicating with each other, any of those types of things,
Mm-hmm.
and even all the way down to the kids. And unfortunately, those types of devices have come to the point of replacing good conversation, which helps you to know your kids.
It's not
Yeah,
just the children, it's the adults too. It's everybody.
yeah,
I see them
yeah.
walking down the street with them. I see them in the malls. It's like our outcome, our outlet is this piece of phone right here. And I'm gonna
Remember
tell
that?
you, I left
Remember
this
that
phone
local ordinance?
home. No, wait, I left this phone home and I was almost halfway to work. And I had to call and let them know that I left my phone home. I went on back to go get my phone. It's just a matter of knowing that, you got this piece of equipment that give you an outage, whether it's social media, or you searching for something. Not only people get in contact with you, it's just this piece of material. Even my grandbaby, I'm watching it. She has an iPhone. My baby is 5 years old and she has an iPhone that works. I ain't talking about one of them ones you got to hit off of the Wi-Fi. Her bestie made sure she had a iPhone. I didn't get an iPhone until
Hmm.
I was in my late 40s. I didn't even know how to work an iPhone.
And look, I still don't. I had they gave me an iPhone for work, and it didn't work. Something was wrong with it, and I'm so grateful something was, because now I asked them, could you please get me an Android? Because I was lost. I was hanging up on people. I couldn't all that back and forth and hitting this. That's too much. Just give me something simple. Swipe, move, and open up. That iPhone. My hat is off to you guys, because it's a lot to go into using an iPhone. It's just too much for me.
All right, Pie, you see this? This is what Grandma put up there. I want you to see that. Nancy, you either too. I get it. Yes, ma'am. Because this is a crazy world, but right now we
Yeah,
learning just to survive. It's about us surviving now. Whether it's electronic, it seems like everything goes different every year. We find that things get smaller, it's just a change, all just change. Change is inevitable.
yeah.
We just gotta realize that ain't nothing gonna stay the same. even when we look back on our childhood and then look now, a lot of things has changed, you know.
Oh my God, yeah. Do people even still do big wheels? I know when I was a kid, big wheels was.
You know, big wheels.
I was thinking about that. Like, what you know,
Well,
when
my
I was
mom
a kid, what were some of the things?
yeah, they don't. We don't do that stuff no man. They might have them. I believe they still have them, but I don't see nobody riding up and down no street in no big wheel.
I
You
saw
see
something.
them
I saw
on
something in the store that said the green machine. And I said that looked like a big wheel that they done painted black and green. You know that type of thing. I said they still do that.
girl, I brought one of those for Ron. I remember that Ron wouldn't use that thing. I remember buying him a
No,
green
but he
machine.
rode the heck out of that dirt bike.
That when I bought it exactly when I bought him that dirt bike, that's why he almost chipped his whole foot off.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I'm
I
saying
re-
they like the electronic stuff, the stuff that runs on gas and motor and the battery and stuff like that. That's just this generation. This
yeah, I can honestly say that kids these days what they ask for is very expensive. They ask for some big ticket items. Like both of my grandsons, two of my grandsons want the virtual reality systems. Those things are like $300 to $500, and I'm not getting them.
they
I'm
gotta
not
wait
doing this.
for
It's
it to
gonna be
go down
parents.
because that's too much money. Everything go down. We gotta let that stuff go down. That
Nancy said, "Oh,
Nancy
so
said
one of
her
your
baby
kids
bought
want a
a PS5.
PS5? A PS5 is what, like $800 now?
Yes, yes, yes. They are expensive. We
That's two car notes.
Okay, so this one is a long one. Nothing like purchasing educational gifts that prepares the child and develop the God given gift. Most artists were given the first piano or guitar are now famous musicians. My son had a room full of books, and when he was placed on punishment for his behavior, he read every book. He became very knowledgeable and curious about the world. He was adventurous then and now. The child is really a product of their environment. I
I
began
agree.
educational gifts and making one or two entertainment gifts. I love it. I was
Now,
thinking about that.
yeah,
I
I'm
said
with you
that.
because yeah,
I like
I do that.
yes, yes. You gotta keep
And everybody knows me that when I bring a gift for people, especially people that's under the age of 8, there are two gifts. There's something fun and to me, but I also find fun educational things. I always do that. One of my favorite stores. I'm not sponsoring anybody. Ollie's. I tell people if you're looking for a great bargain on books and educational things for little people,
and things like
Ollie's is
that.
it.
It's a great
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
A lot of games and books, and they make it where most of their stuff is mind provoking stuff
yeah.
that
Very stimulating for kids.
very much so, very much so. I enjoyed this day. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I didn't know I was gonna make it today, but because I love y'all so much, and I know God said consistency. We got
That's
to be
right.
consistent. Even if I go out of town, whatever, I am going to do my Saturday morning. I got to
Yeah.
be half sick. Something got to be wrong with me. So y'all gonna see me on Saturday.
Yeah, we've been out of town for funerals. We've been out of town for fun things. And you guys see me. I'm sitting in my car. I'm at the baseball field. I'm different places. But but this is very important. This is very important to us.
Very much important. Y'all are important to us. Um,
Yes,
it's not for fame and fortune. I just want to, sometimes you got to give back, and the way you give back is not always the process that you think you have to give it back. It's might be unusual ways. I think I put that on one of the on my morning prayer scripture. But he always prevail. He always figure out a way for you to get it out. And it might not be the way we think it is, and it might be unusual. What's in the bag is unusual. It's not something that I thought I would do
that's
uh
right.
past. I never would have thought sitting down and talking to people about things, but God pull a lot out of you. And you don't have a clue where it's coming from until you get into that small inner spirit and realize just keep going. Just keep going.
What's
And
in the bag is a true labor of
yeah.
love.
And my name is not a co-host Marvina. Yvonne. My name is
I don't know
Marvina.
why I came
I don't
up
know
with
why
that.
they made me your co-host. I'm going to sit just because, and this is the end of it. I'm going to change my name. My name is not Yvonne. My name is Marvina. Thank you very much. I love y'all.
Look, never a dull moment with V and V. That's what people say. V and V, the adventures of V and V.
I wish I could tell y'all some of the stuff, but I can't tell you
We
everything.
will one day, and it's just gonna be a day of laughter. Trust me.
Not all laughter. We had some downtime. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be honest with you. Revelations, and and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get off. This week I moved again, 42nd time. Yes, I'm. A lot of people don't talk about it, but I am, because in each and every move, God has provided such great things.
Oh,
And
thank you guys.
I'm a Hebrew. I'm a Hebrew. I said I move, I move, and I keep moving until God settles me where I need to be, to the promised land. When I moved into this house, I felt so comfortable. I felt that this is where I'm supposed to be. Pray for a sister for purchasing. Pray for
Yeah,
a sister. It
that's
don't take that much. That's a great gift. And if you don't have any power or connection to God, don't pray for me. If you don't. If you don't have if God don't know your name, well, He know your name, but you ain't been connected. Don't pray for me. Pray for me if you got some connection. I need some Holy Ghost filled people, not Holy Ghost, but spiritual filled people to pray that this will be the last move. I'm praying on that.
yes.
Thank you,
We,
Lord.
we, we look. It's already done and it's received.
Received in the name of Jesus. Vanette wrote a poem in kindergarten. She was asking a question about what would she be when she grew up. She said, "I wish that my school was a balloon so I can pop it."
I need my charger. My
I
phone is
love
about to
y'all.
die.
I
That is
know,
crazy.
girl. Let's tell these people goodbye because we can stay on here all day. Mama Gray.
Oh my
Amen. I
God.
love y'all.
I love you guys. Look, as always, stay blessed, be a blessing, and have a blessed day. And thank you guys for the love and laughter.
On President Bag, and also on TikTok, Marvina Clay. And we are also on YouTube. Subscribe to our page. Let people know what's in the bag 21. Do not
Yeah,
separate. That's the way it goes. What's in the bag 21?
yeah, 21.
Love you.
Happy,
God bless
happy
you.
holidays.
And have a great Saturday. We play have fun. Oh yeah, look to me this evening. I might be doing another segment because my niece is having her baby shower, and we're doing a '90s theme. So look for us. Love you.